How do you guys feel about extended cards coming into standard format? Old cards that are being reprinted.
I'm down. I come from a game that spits out nothing but reprints every other set, every other year. So I think like this is really cool because it just like helps. Like even if it's like not an amazing card, you know, like Immortal Knowledge, but then like you can get something like Iron Knuckle, which like is good like at the start of the game for Torn, and then it's like good late game for Selinka, and like so they're bringing in like older cards to like help instead of just like, oh, here's like an old cool promo. Like most of the cards have seemed pretty good.
Yeah,
like that the promos that they've done, like Skullberry or Iron Knuckle. Immortal Knowledge is fine.
Immortal Knowledge is fine. Like that's like the best we can say about it.
And then the Repa. Yeah.
So that's really like where it comes in is like, as somebody who doesn't own any copies of these cards, because you don't have any, correct?
No.
Yeah, it's
legacy,
it is
not
super.
extended.
It's super like gone. It's old. It's old shit. It's older than my mom.
Tracy?
It's older than Tracy. It's don't at my mom. So it's one of those privileged things that if you go to an event, you get this thing, right? Which is really lame for the 200 people that are existing. We have to get all 200 people to go to this PTC and or support the secondary market really hard. Like what happens if? So I don't think this card is a game breaking card by any means. But what happens if they print a fatality level card? If they print a Nutcracker level card and say
This card's from 2007.
yeah,
And you get like 2 20-man PTCs.
that's older. That's older than my mom, right? And you get 2 20-man PTCs. We got maybe 100 copies of this card floating around.
Pretty limited.
Yeah,
But isn't that what they like take? Don't they take the PTC promos from the like previous year, and like that's what they have at Worlds of Redemption, or no?
So,
asterisks. Yes, they don't. This is the first year they've done singular cards as like reprints for PTC promos.
Oh, okay.
Before that, it was just here's a bunch of bags.
Okay.
Here's a bunch of shit.
And then before that was store promos. So like they would have for 2 months you'd have one promo that was the promo you'd hand out. Sorry.
It's okay. You were excited to stand up.
Before we'd have like there'd be 6 promos for like 1 year, and it'd be for 2 months you had this promo, 2 months would be this one. And it was like Patriot Stand, Spire Suplex, and they were 2 of them. Like if you got like it was like the top of the if you got the top of your bracket, you got the one promo, and the other one everybody got the one. It's like there were smaller amounts of one promo, bigger amounts of the other, just because it only went to top players and the other ones.
But those cards were not this card, right?
Okay.
Those cards were
In my opinion, the best card out of that entire promo set was Patriot Stance.
Spider Suplex. You're wrong.
I think Patriot Stance is
You're
better.
incorrect.
Patriot Stance says commit to pass 1. Spire Suplex can't be played in every deck.
Spider Suplex kills motherfuckers and anti-kills yourself.
The only thing Spire Suplex has been good in is Elizabeth.
The only thing Spider Suplex is good in is Scorpion
and
under death.
and
That's
Zamacell.
I don't give a
Right,
shit about those
Tyler?
characters.
Giving a Spider Suplex 6 damage and gaining 3 seems nuts,
Why
right?
aren't you playing it, Tam?
Because I want to play evil. So,
I think the best deck it's been is Elizabeth.
I honestly, I just want to argue with you, but like you're right.
If you want, we'll build an Elizabeth deck, Michael.
I don't even know who Elizabeth is.
Don't. And we're not going to talk about it. Extended cards coming back. Next week, we're going to do a little bit of homework and talk about some cards that we would be okay coming back in from extended into the game as reprints.
Examples would be like Big Cyclone.
Yeah. Big
Cyclone's
Cyclone.
is a legacy extended card that they brought back and printed in platinum.
But here's the thing, though. Like, the difference between that card and this card is the fact that
It was printed in a
it was
set.
printed in a set as opposed to, hey, here's 40 people that get to play this card. It's just going to, like, almost force more people to come to these events because, like...
If you don't come to one of these 2 events, you got to buy the promo.
Yeah.
I would understand, like, if at the end of, like, September, January, February, it's October, right? That's the month after? September.
Fuck, I don't know.
September, October, November,
Yeah.
December.
So, like, at the end of October, all of the promos for September went up on the Redemption. I'd be fine with that. You get 1 month of exclusivity. For
I
that
don't know
card
because like
you
what
went to
happens?
the
What happens
PTC.
when the PTC's at the end of the month, right?
Yeah, you get all of October.
Oh, okay.
At the end of October, all the September ones are legal.
So the other thing is like we could do the same type of thing, but make it at a Premier Store event level, right? Like the goal is to get more people to get Premier Store events and make players want to make their home store a Premier Store event. Going to a Premier Store event, and instead of getting X copies of whatever card, you get X copies of this sick card, this old extended, this new brand new card that's never been seen or played before. Asterisk.
New world.
Yeah.
Anybody's trying to get rid of copies of these. I'd like 4.
Yeah.
I want 4 of them.
For sure.
If you have old copies, not the September ones. I'll hopefully get my own, but I do want old copies of these.
Yeah, that'd be cool. At least 4.
Yeah, just 4.
Yeah.
If you have more that you're willing to get rid of, I might, maybe, but at least 4.
And I think the easiest way to get a hold of the people who have these copies is honestly just ask around on Facebook. There's so many Facebook groups. There's the UFS Universal Fighting System North American group. You have the UK group. You've got the Rockford Trade group. You've got the Rochester Trade group, and you've got the Rockford group. Those are like the primary pages that you would want.
Yeah.
And/or jump on Discord, which I got you that invite.
Yeah.
Right. If you need an invite to the UFS Discord, hit me or James or now Michael up on Facebook and ask us, and we'll be able to get you an invite. What?
It's just like Michael's like,
Nothing.
Hit up Michael exclusively. Don't talk to me or James. You're only
God,
going
you're looking
to
for the
talk to
time.
Michael now. Is there anything else you guys want to say about extended? I think we're gonna jump into extended next week a little deeper.
when we talk about our homework.
The cards we want to come back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I'm excited for this to work. It seems really hype, but I don't want it to be another platinum. Right? I don't want that to accidentally happen. Where platinum was really cool in the front, and it kind of fucked a lot of people in the end.
Yeah. I really like this idea, and not name names or say anything bad, but I hope like that they don't mess it up.
Yeah.
Because I think like this has like a lot of potential to like bring back like old cards that like would be good but like not game breaking, and like it's like a small way to like reintroduce like reprints to like the players that play and not just the players that play to play.
Right.
Because you know like one day we could get like a Nutcracker like this.
Yeah. Maybe not because of the K and the cracker, but like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like a Mortal Kombat thing, right? I can't.
But like a card like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
You're right.
Yeah, one day.
I mean, this was a Street Fighter card and a Street Fighter card, right? So like, down the road, we get another Mortal Kombat set, and we just reprint Nutcracker.
What if we just
exactly
get
how it is.
absurd strength?
What if we just get absurd strength? Shut up.
I'd rob a bank.
There was a little bit of a history lesson for you. There was a huge controversy whenever
Gateway
Shuffle came out, that it was actually going to ruin the game UFS because it reprinted absurd strength.
It was closer. Here, I'll read absurd strength real quick.
So Gateway Shuffle is a 2/5 action with not a block that says enhance your weapon tech range attack gets 6 damage. Stack the top card, you discard pile, who cares? Enhance.
Only Fate worries about that.
Enhance your opponent's or this attack is -5 damage. Those are
Yeah.
just the 2 abilities on it. Which 2 very strong abilities. I like
And
that
then
card a bunch.
absurd strength was a 1/5 with a 1 mid block that said your attack, it has earth, evil, and fire. Your attack with printed damage 4 or more gets plus X damage. X equals your opponent's hand size.
X equals your opponent's hand size?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like, hey, this attack gets +7. This attack gets +5. So like it's just like absurd, like it's absurdly strong.
Dude, that'd be so good in Torn.
I know.
And then R, after your opponent gains 1 or more momentum during the combat phase due to one of their card effects, that player loses X vitality and discards X of their momentum. X equals their momentum.
Wow. You just wow.
This would be so good in Torn.
Yeah.
This card would actually be okay, right?
Yeah.
But it like apparently would just like break the game, and
Giving something +6 damage was just insane. But I think at the same time, like a lot of throw decks existed, and I'm not sure that like throw decks matter right now. And the three. So that said on any 4+ damage attack, as opposed to this one says weapon tech ranged And
They
so
were
like,
just worried about first turns. They could care less about how much damage you gave. They didn't want to die on turn 1.
yeah, I hear you, but like, it doesn't give speed. Yeah,
It doesn't.
speed's how you kill people, not damage.
Yeah. Like I said, that card is not a $300 card.
You're right.
That
That is, this
that
is
card was not going to break
this
the game.
is one of the many times, James Stevens, that you were correct.
Air 5.
Yes.
Here, I'll transfer it.
Oh, yes.
Teamwork. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a small break as we change out some equipment and move on to the last 2 topics of the show.